Good morning. It is almost 5:30 a.m. right now. Um, Beebs just left for work about 25 minutes ago, and I am up because I want to take my pills so I don't forget. Um, I also need to make something to eat. My stomach is upset, and I know that's because I'm hungry, so I'm gonna throw something together to eat. But I wanted to let you guys know that yesterday at my cardiology appointment, I was talking to my doctor about what happened with my mom. Um, and I reminded him that I had a sister, and without being provoked, without being asked, he told me that he would be happy to see her and do an EKG and genetic testing. Same thing they do with me, or they did with me for genetic testing. They do EKGs on me regularly. But so I basically worked it out with them. They had her information because she's been there before, not for cardiology, but just to that hospital in general. They had her information, and I told them I'm not going to schedule anything until I know she wants it. So I called her and told her, and she was like, absolutely, I want to go. She was researching, and sleep apnea can actually be linked to heart disease. So my cardiologist wants to make sure she doesn't have the same condition I have and the same gene mutation. I have a mutation of the LMNA gene, and I have dilated cardiomyopathy, which is a heart muscle disease, and also long QT syndrome, which is a rhythm disorder. And that's why I have my little pacemaker, thank God. Um, so yeah, she goes in to see cardiology today at 1:15. I'm excited for her to meet my cardiologist. He's amazing. He knows what he's talking about, and I told her to take what he says and run with it. If he tells her to watch out, she needs to do just that. And we pray to God that there is no bad news, but if there is, we pray that it's early enough to where it doesn't end in a heart attack or maybe death like mine almost did. I did have a heart attack. I died 3 times. We don't want it to get to that point for her. We don't want her heart, if she does have something, to just one day decide, like, I've had enough and stop like mine did. So, yeah, that's what's happening today. So, yeah, I will update you guys, obviously, with her permission after her appointment. But keep her in your prayers, keep me in your prayers. To anyone fighting heart disease, keep them in your prayers. It's evil, it doesn't care. So yeah, I just threw my food that I decided to make in the microwave. I decided to make a quesadilla. I'm going to dip it in Alfredo with mushrooms, and then put the remaining Alfredo in the fridge so I can use it later. But that's what's up right now. So yeah, I guess I'll do like a little mukbang with you guys while we chat. By the way, there is Mexican blend and mozzarella cheese in here. The Alfredo just makes it so good. But yeah, I guess I can further update you guys on everything that my cardiologist said yesterday when it comes to me. So we started off with how I've been feeling over the last couple months since I saw him last. I told him all my concerns. I try my best to be 100% transparent with him because he can't help me unless he knows what's going on. So I told him everything, and he just basically said, if what you're feeling gets any worse, and I'm referring to the pain that I've been having, like up here and in my shoulder, if it gets any worse, give me a call and we'll decide if you need to come in or not. So I said, absolutely. And he took my vitals, blood pressure, blood oxygen. He listened to my lungs. Um, uh, and if you guys didn't know, when I had CPR, this lung actually collapsed. So they're still keeping an eye on that, obviously. So everything sounded good. My lungs sounded good. And he was really happy with where things are at. We discussed where my heart was at last time we met, and he mentioned again where we want it to be. He said, fingers crossed, it's getting better, and if not, we will work out medications and come up with a new plan. So, yeah, we talked about that. And then I told him how I told you guys this in my vlog that I uploaded last night. I told him how I've quit alcohol and weed and I'm working on the vape. He gave me 3 high fives and told me that he's proud of me and to continue doing what I'm doing. I told him that I've been getting exercise, trying to move out around throughout the day and stay within my limits at the same time. He also mentioned that the October report that the pacemaker sent looked clear. There were no concerns, no new episodes. It didn't have to deliver any shocks. Obviously, I would have felt that shit. He also told me that my pacemaker battery is at 100% and it should last a long time. So that's hopeful and it gives me a lot of confidence. The pacemaker's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and I'm so fucking happy it's there. Even though that little box traumatizes the fucking shit out of me, I'm happy it's there because without it, I probably wouldn't be here. Um, so, yeah. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can mention, as far as cardiology goes. Um, like I said, vitals sounded amazing. Um, my pulse was strong and in rhythm. Wasn't too fast. It was like 93, 94 beats per minute, which is typically pretty normal for me, considering my heart beats faster than the normal person. So, that's a little update on that. I see him again in March, and then I believe I see my EP doctor in April. Um, the EP doctor is the electrophysiologist. He is over the pacemaker, and I see him usually once a year, unless I need to be seen for another concern. But yeah, so that's basically that. Um, Nothing much else really to say. As far as that goes, I'm just happy that I finally got some good news yesterday. Like, I feel like every hospital appointment since my episode in January has been bad news. And there comes a point when anybody would get tired of hearing bad news. Um, so yeah, I'm just thankful that seems like things are looking up for me. Also, another thing I wanted to kind of talk about is my plans when it comes to a heart healthy diet. Um, I was talking to my dad a little bit yesterday, and he told me that around September, October, he started taking salads and fruits and vegetables with him to work and a protein shake for lunch. And it made a difference almost immediately in how he felt. Not only that, but he cut out soda. If you know anything about my dad, he used to be an avid Mountain Dew drinker. He would drink, like, I swear, 5 of them a day. And I'm guilty of the same thing, so I'm not hating. But he said once he cut soda out, he felt 100 times better. Now he only drinks 1 or 2 a day. Um, so that's my goal. I want to make that a point to eat healthier. And that's just me going off of what my heart needs and what I know it needs. So, also, um, trying to eat in for meals instead of going out and getting McDonald's, Taco Bell, whatever it may be. Cook things that you know what's in it and you know that it's good for you. And in the same breath, don't be afraid to have a bag of chips. Don't be afraid to have a piece of cake. Don't be afraid to eat a slice of pizza. You can do that. Don't be afraid to drink a soda, but don't make it an everyday thing. Do it to a point where it's healthy and you have a boundary with it, um, especially when it comes to your heart. So yeah, as far as my heart goes, those are really the only updates I have as of right now. Um, Obviously, I will let you guys know the more I learn as we go on through the years with the heart condition. Um, but for now, I'm pretty happy where things are at, and my cardiologists seem to feel the same, which is literally amazing, and I take that as a blessing in and of itself. Um, I just know that I have some people up in heaven that sent me back down here. I believe the first one on the list was my mom. I believe that I talked to her and I chatted with her. I might not remember it, but I believe with my whole heart that I talked to her. And she said, "Baby, you're going back down there. You're not done yet. Get back down there. You're not ready for heaven yet. Your time on earth is not over." And she zapped me back down here, and I believe that wholeheartedly. Um, Obviously, a lot of other people, like my grandma Luann and my Aunt Katie, they all wanted me to be here for my daughter because I know firsthand how it is to lose a mother when you're young. And even though I was 16, I was well into my teenage years, doesn't mean that it made it any easier. A girl needs her mom no matter how old she is. So, yeah, I believe that I was sent back down here by the people that love me, and they knew that I wasn't finished yet and that I had a purpose here on earth. So, and I passed part of my test going through the news that I have heart failure, the pacemaker surgery, news that I might need a heart transplant. So, yeah. To anyone battling any sort of sickness or disease, doesn't have to be heart failure. Um, just know that you're a warrior and you got to be pretty goddamn strong to go through that every day, to live knowing that you have an incurable disease, whether that be cancer, treatment resistant depression, heart failure, anything, MS, anything. Like, it doesn't have to be heart failure. So, yeah, just keep fighting every day. Don't lose your lust for life and keep the faith. And just wanted to share with you guys some positive updates. And like I said, please keep my sister in your prayers that she finds out nothing but good news today. And if she finds out bad news, say an extra prayer for her. Obviously, I'll post about it with her permission if she finds out anything or if not. Um, so, yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my food, maybe get a drink, and I will talk to you guys later. I don't know when, but soon. Um, I love you and keep going. I'll see you next time. Bye.